Yo, what's going on, guys? This is like my third take on trying to get this podcast done for you guys, man. It is so crazy that so much went on today. Man, I just wanted to shorten it a little bit more. So this is like my third take of doing this, man. What's going on, guys? Lockoutmen on the 30 in the truck, making this podcast for you to this as you can see okay, let's get it right this time. All right, let's get it right. All right, so today's podcast, man, has been an eventful one. I mean, it's really been an eventful podcast. I mean, day to day for this podcast, man. So this is like my third time or fourth time trying to get it right. I mean, I'm trying to get it right, man. Dude, I am tired. I've been driving ever since 5:30 this morning, and I made it over here to this pilot right quick. There's no loves in sight to where I'm going. I got about another 2 hours to get to where I need to be, and it's just, man, I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. But welcome, guys, to another edition of Lockoutmen. Yeah, Lockoutmen Makes the Call podcast edition, because this is about a call that I made today. I mean, I had a whole bunch of calls that came in today. I mean, I had maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 calls from 5 different companies that was calling me today just to chop it up with me about their company. But this one company in particular called me, or I called them. They left me a message in the messenger, because I was in their comment thread, because they was advertising the company through Facebook, and I'm not sure whether it was whether it was the recruiter that was talking in there or somebody else, but they was being like real vague about the information that they was giving. So I was like, hey, I says, I'm curious about this company. I'm curious about this company. I would like to learn a little bit more about this company. And, I left my phone number for them to, either call me or text me or whatever. So I get a messenger message in the Facebook post saying something to the effect of, we're familiar with your YouTube channel, and we don't want, what she say, we're aware of your YouTube channel, and while we appreciate your interest in us, we really have no desire to be on your show. So I was like, okay, no problem. I mean, you guys is showing, you guys is saying that you want to have honesty, integrity, and respect for the drivers. And you want to show, you want to bring that to the trucking community by going on Facebook, of all places, to advertise, to look for drivers to come and drive for you. You know what I'm saying? Number one, my show is not about throwing anybody up under the bus. Never was, never will be. It's not even about throwing shade at nobody. I shine lights on drivers that comes on my podcast to talk about their experience. I shine lights on companies that's trying to recruit drivers. You see what I'm saying? I got like 5,000 plus subscribers, and a multitude of people that view the videos that I produce. All right. Now, it's cool that you're aware of me, and I thank you. Imagine for a second, 5,000 subscribers and a multitude of viewers. Those potential viewers are drivers when you think about it. These are potential drivers that's looking for companies to get with. Now imagine maybe 10 of those drivers call your company because of my video. Let's say if you was on commission, imagine about 10 drivers, maybe 5 out of 10 drivers come to your company because of my video. I mean, think about that for a minute. I had companies that reached out to me and say, "Hey, Lockoutmen, thank you for reaching out to us and getting the information out to to potential drivers. Just because of your video, we had maybe about 6 drivers that came in. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that." And a lasting relationship builds from there. So again, imagine 5,000 subscribers plus a multitude of viewers that might be interested in your company. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I will still put a spotlight on the company because it's from my hometown of Ohio. I didn't realize that Ohio had so many family-owned companies. It is crazy. So if you drivers are interested in this particular company, which is CRW Freight Management, they're located out of Shreve, Ohio. If you're interested in them, definitely give them a call and see what they is about. I mean, a little small company like that, it will probably be good for like veteran drivers that's been in the game for maybe 2-3 years, because I'm assuming that that's what they're looking for, at least a year or more experience. You see what I'm saying? So if you're interested in them, get them a call. So look, I was so discouraged today because of that phone call with the young lady at CRW Freight Management. I was lightweight discouraged because the way that she was, the way that we was, going back and forth with each other. I'm not going to mention her name or nothing like that because she didn't want to be on the show. And she didn't want to be recorded, so none of the conversation between me and her was recorded. So I am not going to mention her name. But like I said again, the company itself, like I said, I was still interested in the company to bring the information out to you guys. So with that said, I went and made a few phone calls, and I got a couple of special guests to chop it up with me about the company and how they felt about the conversation between me and the recruiter. So let's jump right into that.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, we got disconnected because I was in a dead zone.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, we was in a dead zone right quick, so we got disconnected. So I got you back. So as I was saying, everybody, I would like everybody to welcome AliKatt to the show as my special co-host for today. Ali, what's going on? Where you at?
I'm chilling in Illinois. Where am I at? Indiana right now.
You're in Indiana. What you doing in Indiana? Picking up, dropping off, or what?
Picking up, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. So check it out. So I need I need to talk to somebody, man. I really do. I need to talk to somebody. So in my Facebook group, all right, in my Facebook, there was this company out of, so this company. All right, well, first thing first, before I get into the company, let me give you guys the setup right quick. So in my Facebook, I send out requests, every time, one of these trucking companies uses Facebook, Twitter, YouTube for recruitment purposes, right? Right?
Okay.
So they use this for recruitment purposes, and they send out emails like, yo, come see what we're about, check out our company, we offer this, we offer that, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
So so I'm like, in one of the threads of this particular company,
Mhm.
one of they was saying that they're, family owned company, yada yada yada, come check us out, yada yada yada. And one of the guys asked them in the comment section was, they wanted to know, what was the CPM, or how, what was the pay per mile.
Mhm.
And it looks like they get a clue from uh every other company or recruiting company that uses Facebook or Twitter
Mhm.
when they ask like certain questions. Instead of answering it in the comment section so that everybody can see it, they'll send something like, "Oh, well, we want to send a private message.
Mhm.
We gonna hit you in the DM, or we gonna hit you in the messenger." And I'm
Mhm.
sitting there like, okay, well, why not let everybody know? I mean, if you start at 40 cent, 45 cent, 30 cent, why not let everybody know so that everybody won't come on to ask the same question over and over and over and over again, right?
Right. But I mean, you know just as well as I know that what you may start out with may not be what I start out with.
Right.
It depends on experience. It depends on where you're coming from. Um, so I mean, it varies. So I can understand why they want you to contact them individually, versus putting the information out there on blast.
All right. So check it out. So I come in, and that's
Mhm.
and let everybody know, that's, when I reach out to some of these companies, because they come into my Facebook, they come into my Facebook. You see what I'm saying? I'm not
Mhm.
asking them to come into my Facebook. They use their Facebook ads to advertise, to pop up on my timeline in my Facebook, right?
Okay.
So I'm over here like, oh, okay. Well, let me. I send a request out to him. I say, hey, I'm curious to know about this company. Um, Give me a call. Some companies call me back and we chop it up. Other companies send me a DM message and all like that. This
Mhm.
particular company
Mhm.
calls. They send me a message and
Okay.
and shut down the thread. Let me tell you what they said. This company, I'm about to let them know. Now, look, guys, as I said before, I'm not here to put companies on blast. This is not my purpose. All right? My purpose is to help you guys make, an informative decision on whether or not this company is right for you, by giving you the informations that the recruiters have to offer. Then you can base that off of what you think is right. All right. So whether the information that is given works for you or not, that's not what I'm here for, and that's not what I'm not here to call these companies up and try to throw them up under the bus. If anything, I'm just trying to give more exposure to the company. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. I mean, if I'm honest, and I talked to a few recruiters. Check out the interview with Heidi Hart of Hart Solutions. Definitely check her out. She's an honest recruiter. And other companies that's willing to talk to me about their company. This particular company though is CRW Freight Management Service, and they're located out of Cherri, Ohio. Are you familiar with that? They said it's on Elyria Road. So is that out there near Elyria?
Nah, I've never heard of that place.
Okay, so CRW Freight. To be honest with you, I haven't heard of them either. I mean, like I said, I never knew about this company until they popped up in my Facebook posts.
Okay.
I never CRW Freight. I never heard of. So I went on to their Facebook.
Mhm.
Couldn't get too much information.
Mhm.
I went on to their website, and the website, they're a small company out of Ohio.
Okay.
Uh, they're a small company out of Ohio. They've been in business for about 30 years.
Mhm.
Looks like looks like they're a dry van. They don't look like they don't do reefer. Their drivers are paid above industry average salary. What do that mean? What do that mean? Uh, their vendors are paid ahead of contract terms. Uh, Completed loads are billed on average in less than 5 days. And employees and management saying to share the same workspace and receive the same benefits. So I'm not sure if this is like a company driver or more of a uh, lease driver information, but it's not. All right, so we got 19 reviews uh, with the highest rating is a 4 with this company. Now, listen, take these reviews with a grain of salt, okay? Again, take these reviews with a grain of salt, all right? Because majority of these drivers that's giving the reviews, or the people that's giving these reviews, are coming from their experience. And sometimes it's they want to exaggerate their experience a little bit more than what actually happened between them, all right? But here are some. This one gives it a 4, but it says not well managed. Uh, Very stressful working environment. Before ELD logs, work was flexible. He says equipment was new and reliable, affordable health insurance, home on weekends. Customer base was difficult to deliver to due to dropping of trailers in almost impossible locations and deadlines for deliveries. Governing trucks that minimize daily mileage requires to make a paycheck. They said they got nice equipment, near impossible deadlines. No holiday pay. Well, I mean, majority of the trucking companies don't pay holidays anyway, but he still gives it a 4. This one right here gives it a 4. It says a nice place. 4, nice place to work for. Repairing oil field equipment, great team leadership, good people, great benefits, understanding, always willing to help, private life situations, all around good company. This one's a 3, productive. A 5, caring employer. I love the interaction with the drivers who are a great bunch of people. Bosses were caring and understanding in difficult times. This one's a 4. They look out for their people. 3, need patience and desire to work hard, giving back to the community. So, I mean, it's some pretty good reviews, right? So pretty good reviews. 1001, and it says, "Hello, LaShine." Of course, everybody, that's my name. Thank you for reaching out to us. We are aware of your YouTube chat. They spell YouTube wrong, but we are aware of your YouTube channel And while we appreciate your interest in us, we really have no desire to be on your show. Thank you, thank you, and stay safe out there. And then down at the bottom, it got it got honesty, integrity, respect, integrity, and respect. Find out how CRW brings this to the trucking community. So I text back. I said, okay, it says here you want to bring honesty, integrity, respect, and what you guys want to bring to the trucking community. So why not let us know what you have to offer? They didn't say nothing back. Hold on. They didn't say nothing back. They didn't say nothing back.
Did you really expect them to?
I know, right? Then I sent another message says, I mean, you're using social media like Facebook. You're using social media like Facebook. I said you guys showed up in my timeline. I didn't reach, I technically didn't reach out to you. You see what I'm saying? You guys, I just put my comment in a comment thread. So I mean, if you wanted to call me or something like that, that would have been fine. So I'm curious now. I'm curious. I'm like, yo, this got my curiosity like a cat, and that's when I thought of Miss AliKatt. So I'm over here like, okay, let me go ahead and give them a call. Let me call them anyway. So I called them up, and a young lady, I ain't gonna mention her name. I'm not gonna mention her name because she did say off the rip that she didn't want to be recorded, and I told her, I said, okay, I respect that, no problem. All right, so I told her, when she asked me who I was, not like that, because my phone number shows up, but it don't say my name. But she pretty much figured it out when through the little conversation. So I go and give her my middle name instead of giving her my first name. So she was like, "Well, who am I talking to?" I was like, you talking to Mason, and all like that. And I'm just calling to see what you guys got to offer. What you guys got to offer, like how much is the CPM, where you guys located, yada yada yada. So she was like, she pretty much blasted me. She was like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to be recorded, and I know who this is, LaShawn. And I was like, okay, fine. I said, you're not being recorded, and I said, I just gave you my middle name. You know what I'm saying? So, I said, you're not being recorded. So she was like, so she started asking me some questions like, okay, well, are you working now? I was like, yeah, I'm working right now. Well, where are you working at? I'm like, well, I'm working for a small company out of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I'm working for a small company out of Ohio. So she was like, well, are you planning on making the switch? I was like, me personally, no, but I'm still interested in knowing what you guys got to offer. I mean, you guys out of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that many drivers that stay in Ohio know about CRW. I said, what's the name of the company? I said, the name of the company is what? CRW or something like that? I said a lot of drivers out of Ohio is not familiar with the company. Just like to be honest with you, a lot of drivers don't even know about my company. I mean, I was hip to the company where I'm at because of you, right? Right. So I never knew about the company I work for. And guys, y'all probably could figure it out, but I never mentioned who I work for. But she pretty much figured it out. She was like, well, you work for, good luck at such and such. I was like, oh,
wow,
okay. Right?
Really?
Yeah. So she was she was pushing, I mean, Allie, man, she was pushing me off the phone like hard. She was like, oh, well, did you go to our website? I was like, yeah, I went to the website. I said I did my research on you guys. I went to the website, but the website is really not It's
Yeah,
really
it's
not.
really generic.
Yeah,
I was on the website while you were talking, and it's super generic.
it is. You can't see anything what they got to offer, right?
Right, right.
So I mean, they
Super
only. I mean,
generic.
the website is only showing, right?
Right. It doesn't say any of
It
that. I
don't.
mean, they do offer weekly home time, so
Where
I
you?
would reckon that.
Oh, hold on, right quick. Where you see that at? Up under employment?
Um, yeah, under
Okay.
employment and then driver, and
Okay.
then I take it that they take on student drivers as well. Um,
Hold
but
on.
I swear you are making a name for yourself out here. Like people don't even want to talk to you no more.
Ah, man, I cannot believe it. I don't believe it.
People don't even want to talk to you no more.
I can't believe it, and I don't understand why not. Because, like I said before, I'm not here to throw nobody up under the bus. If anything, if anything, I'm giving your company more exposure. I
Right, but you're giving them exposure under a light that us as drivers want to see, but them as the company owners and employees
Mhm.
don't want to see. You know what I mean?
But
You're asking questions that will make a driver second guess their decision in going to that company. So, yeah,
I look. I don't. I mean, I don't want to, but I gotta give. I gotta give these new jacks because that's I got to give these new jats the real. I mean, I wish somebody would have gave me that real because
right,
if anything, I wouldn't have went with U.S. Express as my first choice if I would have had somebody doing something what I'm doing. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I would have had the opportunity to listen to what the recruiters have to say versus what the recruiter wants me to hear. You see what I'm saying?
mhm, mhm,
And that's what they do out here. They give you information what you want to hear, like, yo, come on, bit money, home time, yada yada yada. And the questions I want to know is like, okay, what about the home time? What about the money? What about the miles? Because basically those are the three most important things to a driver:
right,
money, miles, and home time. When am I
right,
getting home? How much money I'm making, and how many miles I got to do to make that money, right?
right, right.
Okay, so
Whoa, hold on. This
okay,
dude is really fucking close to my. Oh shit!
what
Hold up.
what
He's
happened?
gonna hit my mirror.
Oh, well,
Okay.
blow.
He straightened it out.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm back. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so basically that's what I like to do. Now with this particular company, like I said, I at first I wasn't gonna do a profile on this company, but she did say in our conversation like, okay, well you can't judge us because you don't work for us. I'm like, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get my words into edgewise here, but she's
What?
over here like over talking me like, well, you can't judge us because you don't work for us and you don't know what the company is about and yada yada
Oh.
yada. And she was like, she was like, you can't tell people about the company because you don't know what's about the company because you don't work for the company. And good luck working at such and such. Oh wow.
Well,
Oh,
my whole thing is like, why so defensive?
d-
Why are you so defensive? If you want people to know about your company, why not speak positively about it so that it can be put out on your podcast or on your YouTube channel or whatnot, what have you? So their side is given. Why be so defensive? Why jump down your throat and say, oh, you can't speak about us because you don't know about us because you don't work for us?
it's,
Okay,
it's
sweetheart, listen, I'm sorry I got to take this phone call.
all right.
Um,
Well, hey, thank you for being on right quick
no problem, no problem.
and go ahead and take care of your business.
Okay, hon.
All right, so AliKatt had some business to take care of, and I went on here and got another guest appearance on the show to chop it up with me about, about how she feels about the conversation between me and the recruiter at CRW. Here it is.
I just think so a lot of companies, they put forth their best foot, like, yeah, look at us, we're great, we're awesome. But then behind the scenes, a lot of them have stuff going on. Like, even when I was doing taxi, I worked for one company steadily for like about 8 years, and I tried another company that looked really good, but it really wasn't. So you won't know until you get in there. And I think they don't want to put that foot forward and say, yeah, we're going to go on your show and you could tell people about us, because really they're hiding something. And I don't understand that. Like, you're saying you're honest, you're saying you're truthful, you're open and everything, but at the end of the day, you're still hiding something. Why?
Exactly. And like I said before, my channel is not about throwing companies up under the bus. It's for getting the information out to guys like you that's interested in coming into
Breaking up again, honey.
Oh, wait. It's like, it's damn, you messed up my train of thought. Anyway, it's for me to bring information out to you guys and guys like you that's interested in coming into the trucking field. Now doing
and that's
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm doing my research. Because, like I said, I will watch a lot of different YouTubers and see what their experiences was, or what they're going through, and their past companies, present companies, because I want to know kind of like, okay, what was your experience like over at this company? What did you go through? How did you feel about it? I'm not going to say that your experience is going to dictate mine, but at the same time, I want to know what's going on. I want to get all points of view before I make my final choice. That's why I watch a lot of different people, and I gain inspiration from different people, their motivation, their drive. Like KB the trucker, he went to Schneider. He worked there. I think he worked there 6 months, and then he went and got his own truck. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that," but he's making it work for him. I like Pink Baby, because she kind of did the same thing. She took a little longer to get her truck, but at the same time she did that, and then she went over to Landstar and she's doing her thing. So I look for inspiration from the people I watch and stuff like that.
Right. And with this company, CRW, or
yes.
CRW out of Ohio. Like I said, I wanted to know more about the company. So I'm not even hip to CRW. I never seen none of their trucks. And the only reason why I know about them is because they popped up in my Facebook page. I didn't ask you guys to pop up in my Facebook page. Y'all popped up in my Facebook page. I thought my Facebook page was private. No,
right.
I got trucking companies popping up everywhere on my Facebook page. So so she was like, well, what she was like? She was like, well, she was like, are you planning on leaving the company? I was like, well, no, I'm not planning on leaving the company no time soon. I said, basically, if you're familiar with my content, like you said, if you're familiar with my content, I said, I just wanted to get the information out to the potential drivers. And then she goes, well, you can't judge us because you don't work for us. I was like, well, you're right. I'm not judging. Who said that I was judging? You know what I'm saying?
You're calling for information.
I'm calling for information. I'm not judging you at all. I can judge you by the way that you giving me the information, but you're right. I can't judge you because I don't work for you, but I want to know about the company before I do work for you. Now, if I'm getting an attitude like this, then what kind of attitude that I'm expecting from the company?
Exactly. And that's my take on when I call these companies and try to talk to them. The way they respond to me, the way they answer questions, or not respond to me, that's what I look at. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm not even an employee of yours. So if this is how you're going to deal with me, wow, I'm not working for you, trying to come work for you. Imagine when I do,
Right.
So,
Right. And let's say I do this. Let's say I do decide to come on and drive for your company. You want me to refer people to this company, and you coming at me with that type of attitude. How am I going to feel about sending somebody your way, and you're gonna give them an attitude like that? They're gonna look at me like
Exactly.
yo, bro. I thought you said this company was all good, man. This chick on the phone is coming at me with the slide eye.
hmm And a lot of times, let's say it is a good company, but because of the people that you have to deal with trying to get into that company, you're not going to know that. You're not going to have that experience because that's the face that you're seeing first. That's the personality you're meeting first. And a lot of them, I don't think they think about that. Like, oh, we're the face of this company because we're the first one they actually talk to. So I think a little respect from them and a better attitude goes a long way.
Like I said, when I called her up, and again, like I said, I was, my curiosity was piqued because you know how they come in these Facebook groups or these Facebook pages, and you go in their comments and you ask them a question about the company. They are so vague with their answers in the Facebook in the Facebook comments. If you guys interested in CRW or CWR, what I say it was CRW.
I think CRW.
Yeah, if you guys interested in CRW, definitely give them a call. But I guess she was also in the conversation. She was like, this is how she ended the conversation. So she was like, well, if you put in the application, then I'll call you back and then we'll talk and then you can come in and look at the trucks we got, yada yada yada. I'm over here like, I don't want to put in the application yet, because if you put in the application, that you giving them your information, and then they're going to use that information to call the other companies, and I don't want that. I don't want that yet. I got like 2 companies or 3 companies, and one company definitely don't want me to leave, but they'll calling me and they'll be like, "Yo, bro, you planning on leaving us or something?" Why you got these companies calling us to ask about your because they gotta ask about your verifiable experience. And they'd be like, well, why you got all these companies calling us, man? I was like, well, my fault, my bad. No, so I don't want to give you the application yet. I want to just see what the company is all about first. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I make my decision to put in the application, and then I could go back to the other people and be like, yeah, I'm leaving, bro. But
and and that's what I believe is shady, because regardless of anything, like she's saying, oh, she doesn't want to be recorded or whatever, okay, fine, but I'm asking you about your company and you're not giving me any information, so that I find shady. And they want to like force you to put in an application with them before they give you information, and that's not how it works. Nobody's just gonna sign. Let's say somebody say, "Hey, sign this contract." Oh, you don't know what it is? Don't worry about it. Just sign it. Come on. Like, nobody's gonna do that.
Right. I mean, nobody ain't gonna sign on the dotted line without reading the fine print first.
Exactly.
So I did not know that, and I found this particular company from another driver. You see what I'm saying? She was the one that hit me on. I called them up. I chopped it up with them. I did a make the call video with them, and used my own make the call video to jump on with this company.
Nice.
So yeah. So at the end of it all, what to do that? I already told her that she didn't want to be on the show, so she didn't want to represent the company. But I'm just telling you guys about the company. I mean, in the I went to the website, which she told me to. She asked me if I went to the website, and I said yeah, but there's nothing on the website that pretty much
Says anything.
says anything. You know what I'm saying? Like how much, it looks like you guys is a drive-in and a flatbed company, but it don't say nothing about what you guys offer. It's pretty generic, when you look at it. So
Yeah, and those companies, like, I'll go on certain websites and I'll see companies like that, and it's like you have no choice but to call them because there's not enough information on their website. I believe it's CWR Trucking. Yeah, I see now, CWR Trucking. I just put it in Google to see where or what
wait,
is going on over there.
Wait. You talking about the company that I just mentioned? I think it's hold on.
Is it in Utah?
No, it's I'm sorry, CRW. Type it in, CRW.
Yeah.
All right, you being a potential driver, you type in CRW. You go on their website.
Shreve, Ohio.
Right. You go on their website. Go up to the upper corner, and type on drivers, and tell me, does that information tell you anything?
Loading it up now.
It should be like 3. You on your phone, right?
Yeah.
It
doesn't give a lot of information. I see where they say drive with us and a little paragraph, weekly home time, personalized dispatch team, around the clock maintenance service, and then scroll down more, drop and hook, load and unload, clean inspection, East Coast bonus, stop off. And I guess they list some benefits: 6 paid holidays, up to 15 vacation, depending on years of service. And that's about it. There's nothing else. There's nothing about pay. There's nothing on there. I'm sorry, but there isn't.
So there's nothing.
And like companies like this, I definitely would have to call them to see what's going on. And like I said, even her saying, "Oh, I don't want to be recorded," I don't know why there's a stigma, or she has a stigma about being recorded, because if everything you're saying is true, then you should not have a problem being recorded.
Like I said, it's not about throwing the companies under the bus or anything like that. It's just, getting the information out there, because like I said, these new jacks, like yourself, is coming into the game, and you just, some questions you might be afraid to ask,
or not even know precisely what questions to ask, because in doing my research also, I'm finding out what to ask, what to look for, or keep an eye out for and stuff like that. So I'm compiling my list of questions and stuff like that. And I know going in, starting out, maybe not all the questions are pertaining to me, but it's good to know, hey, keep an heads up, and this is the information that you should really ask them and know about. Because I found a lot of questions, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know I should ask that. Because I would call and I ask them, like, hey, how long's the training, what divisions, like drive-in or reefer, how much is the pay after training, how much is the pay during training and stuff. And it's like, okay, what's the benefits? But beyond that, it's kind of like I wouldn't know what to ask. So it's good to get that information,
Exactly. That's what it's. Oh, dude, you're gonna get over and break my momentum, for real. Get your ass out of here. Anyway, but yeah, man. See, what is it? What's the name of the company? CRW.
Yes.
CRW out of Cherri, Ohio. So if you guys want to check them out, what's the phone number? What's the phone number?
CRW. I think I gotta go back on there right now.
Oh, okay.
Just give me 2 seconds. I have you. All right. So CRW Ohio. I think they even, if I'm not mistaken, they also have one in where is that? Wayne County.
Yeah, that's Wayne County is where it is.
Yeah, so it's a 800 number. It is 800-234-8754.
So yeah, guys, say the phone number again.
800-234-8754.
Now listen, now it's not about, like I said before, I mean, because if it was about me throwing this company up under the bus, I wouldn't have give you guys the phone number. I wouldn't recommend this company. I would have just said bump this company and try to go somewhere else, or just wait until you talk to another recruiter that could be a little bit more nicer. But I'm still giving this company plug because it's an Ohio-based company, and not a lot of people that stay, truck drivers that's coming out of Ohio, like myself, that's coming out of Ohio like myself, know about trucking. Oh, I mean, local trucking companies such as my company, and what's the name of this company again?
CRW.
Yeah.
Freight management.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I'm plugging this company. Even though the recruiter was, lightweight, rude. I ain't gonna say disrespectful. I think I said disrespectful earlier, but I'm just gonna say rude. Maybe she felt some kind of way, but if she really did follow my content and follow my page, then she really would know that I'm really for the drivers, and for the new jacks, to get, to tell them, to let them know about companies and what they got to offer.
January 22nd.
Yeah.
Driving. CRW is looking for experienced regional drivers home every week. We offer great pay package, 6 paid holidays, health insurance monthly and yearly, safety bonus, and 2,500 driver referral bonus. We are a family-owned and operated trucking company that is located just a few miles west of Worcester.
Worcester.
And it says, give a call, and the number is 330-264-3785. Again, 330-264-3785, and that's extension 245. Or visit them at their website, employment, and I guess that's the page I checked out earlier.
All right. So now we found out a little bit more information on their Facebook page than we did on the what's your name, right?
The website, yeah.
On the website.
I didn't see all of that, but that's cool, I guess.
But still,
I mean, they should have it on their website. That makes better sense.
But still, all right, so you being a potential driver, all right, and you found this company, how would you know if they will hire drivers out of their area? Because if they're an Ohio-based company and they hiring for regional drivers, you would not know if they will hire out of the Chicagoland area unless you call them, right?
Exactly. And I did find that in a couple companies, like, they didn't say, hey, we only hire out of this area. They just basically advertise, like, yeah, drivers, come on down, come on down over here and join us. But then you call them and it's like, oh, yeah, we don't hire out of your area. And, oh, yeah, you're too far, so I'll get a lot of that, too. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's a little confusing and a lot overwhelming, but I'm still researching and looking into everything.
And yes, recruiter, you're absolutely right. I can't judge your company because I don't work for your company. But
I can judge it because, I mean, I'm looking around for companies and I can judge it. I mean, it's all up for judgment, honestly. So that doesn't make any sense. When I call around companies and I try to talk to them, look at their website, I am judging them. I am judging everything. I may not be able to judge it from an employee standpoint, but I can judge it from a prospective employee standpoint, So I am judging.
I had recruiters come on the line before, and we all have great conversation, and they want to give that information out because of the vast majority of people that actually watch my channel.
Yeah, and people looking for information. So to hear a company talk or a company be interviewed by that I wouldn't know to ask. I like that, I do. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their preference and everything, but I know that doing my research, I can do whatever I can, not being a person in the trucking industry and not knowing too much and trying to find out every bit of information I can and everything. But like I said, also, I don't know every question or what questions to ask. I'll ask, like, some stuff, but I won't know to ask everything.
Well, like I said, I did respect her. Like I said, I didn't bring her, on and nothing like that. But, like I said, this make the call Facebook edition. I am doing the Facebook edition because a lot of these trucking companies are using Facebook to reach out to these potential drivers. Now, some of which might feel some kind of way, to some of us, because like I said, I thought my timeline was private. How the hell you guys is popping up in my timeline? I do not know. A CRW freight, what is it?
Freight transportation.
Freight transportation. You can definitely look them up on the website, and then go to their Facebook page and see if what they got to offer is good for you. So thank you for being a special guest on here. And
Thank you for having me again.
And we're talking about the call that I was in today. Kind of crazy, but hey, it is what it is. Some companies don't want to don't want to be profiled, and it is what it is. So thank you very much. I'm about to get on up out of here. I'm about to get into a dead spot, so we about to lose each other. So.
No problem.
But I will talk to you later, and you have a beautiful, blessed day.
Thanks, man. You too.
Later. All right. So there you have it. Thank you to my special guest that popped up on the call. So if you guys have any questions for these recruiters out here, man, definitely hit me up in the comments below, and I was trying to get answers for you. And if you have any suggestions for me to call, definitely leave that in the comments below. Make sure you check out the Make the Call series every Wednesday and Friday on YouTube, respectively. I am Lockoutmen. Thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And again, like I said before, these calls is not about shading these companies. So don't expect don't expect me to do that. It's not about that. It's not about shade. It's not about throwing them up under the bus. It's about getting information. It's about informational and educational purposes only. That's what these calls is about. It's to help you guys to ask questions that you may or may not have in your mind to answer. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much. I really do appreciate that you guys look towards me for your trucking information. So thank you. Definitely make sure you share this video and hook a brother up with some coffee. That's what I need right now. Some damn coffee. I am on my way. All right, you guys take it easy, and I will come back to you in another video. I'm about to hit that outro. Peace.